Today we are producing more than 3 million pages, including more than 2,000 videos and 180,000 images.
Jay-Z is back in the headlines after reports surfaced that his massive LA mansion was raided right as the Epstein files dropped, and what investigators allegedly uncovered has the industry in shock. The hip-hop billionaire is now being tied to accusations that have people questioning everything they thought they knew. We're talking claims serious enough to threaten his legacy, and if proven, potentially put him in serious legal trouble. Behind the polished image, the Roc Nation empire, and the billionaire status, Jay-Z is being accused of running in circles that eventually landed his name inside some of the most controversial documents of our time. These aren't surface-level rumors either. The connections being discussed are deeper, darker, and way more unsettling than most fans expected. From long-standing grooming accusations to alleged ties with convicted predators, this story is loaded with timelines, receipts, and insider accounts. And we're breaking it all down. Yo, what's good, fam? Today we're diving headfirst into some real industry politics that have the hip-hop world buzzing nonstop. And nah, this isn't just messy internet talk. This is about power, protection, and how certain people in the music business may have been shielded for decades. Now, before we go any further, let me be clear. Social media has been in full meltdown mode ever since Jay-Z's name started popping up in conversations around the Epstein files. Twitter exploded, Instagram went crazy, and everyone suddenly became a detective. But we're here to sort facts from fiction because there's a ton of misinformation flying around. And hold up, before anyone tries to brush this off as another conspiracy theory or claims this is just trolls targeting a successful black man, slow down. What's being discussed involves documented connections, long-term industry relationships, witness statements, and patterns that allegedly stretch back years. This isn't about jealousy or tearing someone down. This is about accountability. And here's where things start getting real spicy. Because the music industry has a long history of power being abused. We saw it with R. Kelly. We're watching it unfold with Dee Dee. And now the spotlight is drifting toward other untouchable figures. The real question isn't whether this stuff happens. It's how long certain people have been allowed to get away with it. When the Epstein files hit the internet like a bomb, people immediately started combing through hundreds of pages, court records, depositions, flight logs, private messages, looking for familiar names. And then Jay-Z's name started showing up more than once. Enough to make people stop scrolling and start screenshotting. According to these documents, Jay-Z is referenced in connection to industry events, private gatherings, and business meetings. Not just passing mentions either, but detailed entries that suggest ongoing contact with individuals who are now exposed as predators. One document allegedly places Jay-Z on a guest list for a private Hamptons event back in 2003. Another mentions entertainment-related business discussions involving the same circle. Now, being named doesn't equal guilt, but it definitely raises uncomfortable questions about who he was around and what he may have known. In the industry, networking is everything. Your connections open doors. But when those connections later get exposed for crimes involving minors, the conversation changes fast. Once these links came to light, the internet went into overdrive. #Jay-Z Epstein trended for days. Fans and critics alike started pulling old interviews, photos, and business deals, trying to build a timeline. The Bay Hive rushed to defend, but even some longtime supporters admitted the questions were valid. And this story goes way deeper than documents and name drops. Jay-Z's ties to other controversial figures reportedly go back decades. One connection that keeps resurfacing is Harvey Weinstein, and this one matters. This wasn't casual Hollywood networking. Jay-Z and Weinstein were linked through multiple business ventures, including films and documentaries that made both men serious money. Weinstein's company distributed Jay-Z produced content. They appeared together at Cannes, Oscar parties, and exclusive industry events regularly. Jay-Z even publicly thanked Weinstein in interviews, giving him credit for helping him navigate the film world. These weren't one-off interactions. This was a long-term, mutually beneficial relationship. At Jay-Z's level, nothing is accidental. Every partnership is intentional. Weinstein was a known Hollywood power broker, someone who could open doors instantly. For Jay-Z's expansion beyond music, that backing was valuable. But after Weinstein's downfall, people started looking back differently. Because in Hollywood, secrets don't stay secret. The idea that close partners knew nothing. A lot of folks aren't buying that. Then things really blew up when Nicki Minaj decided she wasn't staying silent anymore. She went on a Twitter spree that sent shockwaves through the internet, making allegations about Jay-Z's past that caught everyone off guard. Nicki spoke on alleged patterns involving young women in the industry, pointing to names like Foxy Brown, Aaliyah, and even questioning the official timeline of Jay-Z and Beyoncé. According to Nicki, the Foxy Brown situation was especially troubling, claiming an underage relationship that she says was an open secret. She backed her statements with old interviews and clips, including that infamous Wendy Williams moment that raised eyebrows years ago. Nicki isn't new to this game. She's seen it all, worked with everyone, and heard the stories behind closed doors. When she talks industry politics, people listen. What shook folks the most was when she described a larger system, one where powerful men allegedly exploit young women chasing careers. Her tweets sparked massive reactions. Supporters demanded more answers, while others rushed to discredit her. But the damage was done. Breaking down the timeline makes things even messier. Allegations trace back to the late 90s when Jay-Z was rising to power. Claims include an alleged relationship with Foxy Brown starting when she was 15 and he was 27. Similar rumors surround Aaliyah, with insiders and Dame Dash hinting at competition for her attention. Then there's Beyoncé, where some allege they met earlier than publicly stated. Former insiders like Gene Deal claim they witnessed Jay-Z around a teenage Beyoncé at industry events. When power meets ambition, the balance is never equal. That's the heart of these accusations. And when you add Jay-Z's continued work with R. Kelly, even after industry whispers about underage abuse, the pattern raises even more questions. Dame Dash himself has said he confronted Jay-Z over those decisions. Taken together, these allegations paint a troubling picture, one that's now being re-examined under a much harsher spotlight. Jay-Z's influence in the music world has long been legendary, but some sources are now claiming he used that power to pursue relationships with young women who depended on him for their careers. And this isn't just about A's, it's about manipulation, exploitation, and control. Now things reportedly got very serious at his mansion. Federal agents allegedly showed up at Jay-Z's bare estate with full search warrants. This wasn't a casual stop-by. Multiple agents reportedly scoured the property with a detailed list of what they were looking for. Word is, they seized communications, financial records, and other documents that could back up years of swirling allegations. Reports say they also grabbed phones, computers, and servers. Digital evidence that could be huge in these cases. Texts, emails, financial transactions, all of it leaves a trail. But here's the thing, there's a big difference between morally shady behavior and actual criminal activity. Federal prosecutors need proof of crimes to move forward. The fact that this is a federal investigation, not local, suggests potential violations that cross state lines, think sex trafficking, racketeering, or other serious offenses. Jay-Z's team has stayed quiet, which is standard. They're probably figuring out what evidence exists and what could be coming next. But now the story gets really spicy. Diddy, once untouchable, the king of bad boy records, is facing serious federal charges too. And the allegations echo the same patterns people are talking about with Jay-Z, using industry power to exploit young artists, normalizing inappropriate behavior, and allegedly silencing victims. It's like the feds are cleaning house in hip-hop. First R. Kelly, then Diddy, and now possibly Jay-Z. Who else is sweating right now? Who's dialing their lawyers on speed dial? These cases seem connected, and the dominoes keep falling. Witnesses who were too scared before are now speaking out. Evidence is coming to light, and federal prosecutors are reportedly applying the same strategies across multiple investigations. Cooperation from insiders is giving these cases extra momentum. And the silence from the music world? Wait, oh, it's deafening. Normally, when one of their own is under fire, you see a chorus of defenses. But with Jay-Z, nothing. Based on how these cases usually play out, charges could come in the next few months. Federal probes move slow but hit hard. A plea deal is possible if Jay-Z's team feels the evidence is strong. Maybe even cooperation with ongoing investigations into other figures. Whatever happens with Jay-Z, this is part of a bigger cultural shift. The era of powerful men exploiting their positions without consequences is ending. This isn't just about individuals. It's about accountability and confronting the systems that let this happen. It's about the young women allegedly exploited and silenced, and a system that protected abusers for too long. The big question: is this the start of a larger reckoning in hip-hop, or can Jay-Z's connections make it vanish? Based on other cases, disappearing it is looking harder and harder. What do you think? Will Jay-Z face the same fate as Diddy? Surprised by these allegations, or have whispers been around for years? Drop your thoughts in the comments and tell me if you want updates as this story unfolds. Remember, these are still allegations. Nothing's proven in court yet, but the patterns are striking, and the voices of the alleged victims matter. Stay tuned, this story is far from over, and things are only getting hotter in the coming weeks.